The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
For the first time with Bijan Robinson. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
What?
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is there to make it 2nd and 9. You talk about this Falcon defense. They enter play ranked 8th against the run in the NFL.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Listen.
Goff now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes it's not.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. That's taken in. It's Isaac to Slaw. This defense for the Falcons, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back to throw. Goff. That's complete right side. It's to Slaw. Still going. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Lions 7. Jack Fox.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Okay, break.
And looking to throw, Penix. Complete to Drake London. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
1st and 10.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. That stop made by Jack Campbell. You talk about this Lions defense. This unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
34-yard line.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 187 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. To the air, Penix sets up the screen to Robinson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
18 Cardinal. 19 tight. Go.
Operating from the gun, Penix. Now he'll tuck this and run.
Falcon touchdown.
Michael Penix,
28 yards.
and the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they looked up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
From the gun, here's Goff.
Over the middle, he's got to Slaw. He's to the 15.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by York is up and good.
And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Robinson, he'll try the left side.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up for him.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Robinson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Penix. Now he's going to step up and run. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons. This from 32 yards away. Koo knocks this one through the post. On target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That's complete to the portal. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This is all about testing a defense at different levels. Both the tight end and the receiver outside are going to run matching dig routes at varying depths down the field. This gives your quarterback options. He decides to go with his tight end on the shorter route, and he made the right call.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Oh, good move. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy. Unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
This to the sideline and over everybody. Incomplete. No flags forthcoming, though. Maybe a break there. That looked like a clear throwaway to me.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a play fake, and it's gone. And that will get a right up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
Well, the first 2 drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
What? 180. 12. Hey, lift! Lift! Lift!
From the gun on 3rd down. Gone. They'll try and do this himself. At the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, and that's a nice throw. A nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
There's no pullback. He's got it. Touchdown, Lions. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Lions have got it back to within a score. Extra point by York is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll throw with Penix. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Looking to throw Penix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Now Penix going to hold on to it. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Hey.
Robinson up the middle. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Just a gain of a couple there. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
4th down, and the attention turns to Falcon kicker Younghoe Koo. Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. That one deep for London.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Now Penix going to hold on to it.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Throwing again, Penix. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Not liking the look, they'll change the play. Penix working out of the gun here. And that's going to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They are going for it. Penix.
Looking left side, it's complete.
The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. And able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A play fake. Now Penix. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown.
Andrew Beck, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
We're good. We're good.
To throw is gone. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 67 yards. And the Lions get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So the numbers are starting to pile up here early on. We have yet to reach halftime, yet that is already now 4 touchdown passes.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the foot. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down.
He'll look to throw.
Here's a screen for Robinson.
Fights off the defender. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Gall. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
The Falcons get the sack, down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
So now following the sack, often the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long.
180!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. to the sideline and put it in. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
That's good for a Lions.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Maverick!
Goff. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Divine Diablo.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a first and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Here we go.
Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Goff now looks to throw. Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in the meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
To the air, Penix. He's going to air one out. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Gone. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
180. 17. 17. 17.
To the air again. Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. Now Goff. This is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards. And the Lions have cut. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Robinson on a give right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 232 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to Robinson now on first down. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Jet sweep. Here's London. Oh, this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
And the Falcons, first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And a carbon copy there, at least as far as the results are concerned, as he'll be dropped behind the line yet again. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Three quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the fourth. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal.
They'll try and throw. Here's Penix.
Touchdown Falcons.
Drake London
from 13 yards out.
And the Falcons are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Lions 35.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
From 26-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Goff now to throw.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Here's Goff. It's complete to Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line.
Lions, first down. A gain of 19 yards.
Now it's gone.
First down, Detroit.
Open man, that's too slow. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5.
First and goal, Detroit.
Here's Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point by York is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
42.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here first and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Operating from the gun, Penix. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up third. The offense on third down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be third and a mile. Here's Penix. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And it will be first and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Back to throw, Goff. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Cliff, 20. Forward. Four down.
Goff now looking to throw. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Next the score, Falcons 55, Lions 42.
So So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Goff. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. And some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
We're good. 20.
From the 50, it's gone. He's airing it out for Williams. And in for the Lions, touchdown.
Jamison Williams.
50 yards.
For the extra point.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
49.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, look at the juke.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays, they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Now Penix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards there on a Falcon first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down if they want to take another shot and try to loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
They'll throw with Penix.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
This is 1st and 10.
Goff now to throw.
That is caught by Laporta. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
A gain of 18 on the play. And the Lions 1st down.
Now Goff. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Detroit Lions 1st down.
Now it's Goff. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jamison Williams
With now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Lions are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Back to throw.
He's got Mooney.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 33-yard line.
Handoff now to Robinson.
Nifty move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw.
Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st. And they are knocking on the door of field goal range now.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
He'll look to throw.
Locates Mooney on the out route. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it.
2 yards on the
2nd down, 8 yards to go. Robinson with another carry.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Younghoe Koo. All eyes fixated on the kicker.
2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And his kick is good. He knocks through his third field goal of the game, and this one is the one that decides it. And the Falcons are going to win the game.
Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that